Can low-fat desserts still taste good? Everyone seems to be preoccupied with fat these days. There is some good reason for it. Obesity is becoming more of a problem, and obesity may lead to heart disease and diabetes. None of this means you have to stop eating tasty food and spend your days snuggled up with a rice cake. What it does mean is you may need to make a few different choices. There are plenty of low-fat foods that taste great. Before you start to panic, realize that low-fat desserts do exist, and many taste terrific. Choosing carefully is the key. Light, fruity desserts like sorbets, sherbets, and candies are often low in fat. Fruit pies, cobblers and other desserts are lower in fat than cheesecakes and other rich desserts. There are low-fat versions of high-fat desserts, but use caution. When fat is removed from a food, it must be replaced with something else to keep the texture and flavor. The fat may be replaced with chemical enhancers and ingredients that are difficult to pronounce. As we learn more about what these ingredients do to our bodies, it can be difficult to accept that some of these choices may be good for us. We are trying to eat healthier, after all. Why not choose a fruity candied on a hot day or some fabulous pears baked in wine on a cold one? These kinds of recipes use fresh ingredients without additives. They are simple to make and you can feel good serving them to your family. Recipe for a lemonade raspberry candied full of delicious fruit flavor. Icy cool candies are perfect on a hot summer's day. What you need: 2 lemons, 3/4 cup sugar, 3 cups water, 1 pint fresh or frozen raspberries. How to make it great: some fresh lemon zest from the lemons. You want around 1 teaspoon of zest. Juice the lemons. You need around 1/4 cup of juice. Heat sugar, lemon zest and 1½ cups water to boiling in a saucepan. Stir until sugar is dissolved. Take pan off the heat and stir in raspberries. Let the raspberry syrup cool to room temperature. Using a food processor, blend the syrup until the berries are pureed. Use a sieve to remove any solids from the syrup. Press contents with a spoon to force the puree through the sieve. Throw away the solids. Stir lemon juice and remaining 1½ cup of water into the syrup. Pour into a 14x9-inch baking pan. Set the pan in the freezer for about an hour and a half, or until the mixture is frozen around the edges of the pan. Using a fork, scrape the ice from the edges and mix it with the center. Repeat this process every half hour until the entire mixture is made of ice crystals. Spoon the crystals into chilled goblets or dessert dishes and serve immediately. This mixture can be kept in the freezer for up to a month. Let stored candies stand at room temperature for about 5 minutes to soften a little before serving. Can low-fat desserts still taste good? Everyone seems to be preoccupied with fat these days. There is some good reason for it. Obesity is becoming more of a problem, and obesity may lead to heart disease and diabetes. None of this means you have to stop eating tasty food.